What's going on, Mario? How you doing, bro? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I just want to make sure the volume's good and shit too. It's been quite some time. Good. What's up, Theodore? Everybody who joins the live, just make sure, like, when you're here, it helps me in the algorithm, helps the channel for you to hit the like button. So anybody that's on here, just hit like. So whenever you come in here, hit the like button. It makes a huge difference. Like that puts me in the algorithm when I'm active, even when I'm not active. It'll make the video be seen e- easier in regards to the search pages and stuff, especially when it comes down to how you have to tailor the videos to specific like keywords for searches and shit. So the likes it helps. What's everybody up to today? And who's all in the chat? I'm waiting for a few more of you guys to join because I have an update and I have a few things that I want to talk to you guys about. Damn, I'm just looking at my hair right now. It's gotten really long. It's crazy. Good morning, Zen. How you doing? How's it been? What's good, sir? How you doing? hmm I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel. Um, but quite honestly, I am very much so likely going to gear it towards everything pertaining to death. Like just the different types of traditions and customs in regards to death around the world and the history of the ways people connect to the dead, the way they honor them, things of that sort. I feel like I really want to gear this channel towards that specific um, type of energy and, you know, just take it in a new direction because I just have the YouTube sitting, like it's just sitting, and that's because I've been trying to decide what exactly it is that I want to do with the channel, and I feel like I finally know. I finally know what I want to do with it. If there's 14 of y'all here, all 14 of y'all can like the video. A bee stung you in your eye socket while driving from work? Damn. Yeah, what kind of bee was it? Was it just a regular honeybee? Fuck. That sounds fucking painful and very, very fucking inconvenient. Sheesh. So was the stinger stuck in your eye? Or um did that come out? Okay. Damn. We got so many lurkers right now. Who's lurking? Says there's 15 of y'all in here. Who's all here? Swelled off. That's wild. Hell yeah. What's up? What's up? There's a good amount of you guys in here now. Um, I'm excited to announce that I'm going to be bringing two Vampyric services to the website, right? One service is going to be specifically where I pretty much siphon the luck, siphon the life force energy, siphon really anything that it is that you want to take from them and give it to you. Or you can take the other route in which we specifically just go forward with a vampiric curse where I drain everything from them and you just watch them crumble. Essentially, when it comes down to it, this is something that I had, put a lot of thought into. I've been thinking about it for quite some time. And now I figured what better time than now to, bring these type of rights out because this is specifically the type of stuff that I really enjoy doing anyway. So if it's a daily, practice thing in which I'm always fucking doing, I might as well bring it to the public for you guys to enjoy as well. So the website is down. It's been down, but it actually will be back up. It will be for sure. So I'm gonna completely change it. I'm changing the look. I'm changing the services that are on there. I'm changing the products, literally everything. I'm gonna have a few other new services as well, and that will pertain to different types of curses too, because my practice has become far more baneful than it used to be. So when it comes down to that stuff, we can get all that cracking. It's been really fun. Um, fucking blessed beyond what I could have ever thought. You know, to be quite honest, this year alone has been fucking insane. And my magic has shifted tremendously as a result of, everything that's gone on this year. Damn, there's 26 of you guys in here. That shit is wild. Must be a good time right now. Make sure you like the video. If you're here, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's really easy. It's literally right there. That shit helps my content to be seen. It helps to put me on the front pages. I also wanted to ask, when it comes down to the YouTube for real. I know I asked this question in the past, and I got way too busy to actually read everything that you guys were asking and, saying that you want. What exactly do you guys want to see on the channel? It will be geared majorly towards the energies and studies of death for sure. Um, but what else would you guys like to have on this channel? Because this channel literally is this is about you guys. That's legit what this fucking channel is for. That's why I do this shit. I do it for you guys. This isn't for me. This is for you guys because you guys are so fucking supportive. You guys are like the majority of people that come on here, that have been supportive of this channel have been fucking amazing. And essentially, when it comes down to this content, I want to gear it towards what y'all like. That's what YouTube is for. That's what this shit is for. It's not really about the creator. It's about the people who support the creator. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you guys want, if it's something that I'm comfortable with addressing and doing when it comes to videos, I would love to make that content for you guys. I want to get it cracking for real because the channel's just been sitting. So any ideas that you guys have, anything that you guys would want to hear about, anything that you guys would want me to like put on here, if I'm willing to do it, I'll do it. Keep the old videos. I'll keep the videos up, but I'm not doing those review videos because my path is strictly a certain way now. Fascinating. That's good, Mellow. Good. Has the energy been here for me in 2024? It's been a very transformative energy. Ooh, connect with the ancestors. I could do that. Herb reviews. Here's the thing. I like to be as authentic as possible. You know what I mean? So when it comes to herbs and stuff, I like to have the herbs on me. I have recently completely fucking started over in regards to all of the herbs that I have. So I have none, right? So I will need to kind of re up on that. But even then, I could still do herb review videos, absolutely, just through research and things that I've, experienced with them. I want to also bring forward content in regards to working with crystals and utilizing the energies of crystals, especially for more baneful practices as well. It sure the fuck is. Videos on the demonic energies, okay. But stars, what do you mean? Like, in what way? You know what I mean? Specifics. So, okay, here's the thing. Y'all want that content? I'm not doing vampiric content in the public. That's Patreon content. So if you want teachings, you want shit like that, I'll be more active on there. That's Patreon. That is shit for Patreon. That's shit for that's it. I'm not bringing any of my shit public. Period. Yeah. Um, I don't necessarily work with the Goetic spirits or any other pantheon aside from essentially the one that I'm directly connected to, like right now. I haven't steered away from my practice, in which, you know, yeah, for Patreon, that vampiric shit, especially the way that I go about doing it, I have specific ways. That's something that I will not teach publicly, period. So if you want that content, you want to learn that stuff, I'm up for teaching you the way that I go about doing it. That is definitely something that ain't being given out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's what would work. Okay, absolutely. Um, that's the thing, because I'm so heavily like focused in my practice, I'm not able to, I haven't been so motivated to like throw videos out or be on the internet or, you know what I mean, update YouTube or any of that because of the fact that I've been so focused on that shit. When I'm in that zone, I can't switch from that to being like, okay, I'm gonna do this with content. That's why I'm telling you guys, if there's shit that you would like, I would love to do it. Just put it out there as to what it is you want, you know? It helps me to be like, all right, boom, when I come look at it and I see the comments in the, YouTube creator studio, I can be like, okay, they said that they want this, so then I can do this. It's the same thing for Patreon too, you know. I'm just when you're going hard, you literally, please excuse me, when you're going hard, you really don't focus on social media or you don't focus on any like you don't focus on content creation. You know what I mean? It's very difficult to switch back from that. Okay. I like the idea of that. Cool. Okay. You've been around for so long, Zen. It's crazy. That's interesting, Mello. And then I'm gonna definitely try to go live. I'll be telling y'all so much that I'm gonna try to go live, yo. I tell you guys so much that I'm gonna try to go live on here. Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's what I mean. When it comes down to when it comes down to this shit, it's like I'll say that stuff, but then there'll be like a new ritual that comes up. There's something new that comes up in my practice. There's a new teaching, and then social media is just on the back burner. I've been going fucking hard. Like 2024 has been one of those years where I've been going hard as fuck, and so I've been having to like, you know, I've been having to kind of be snapped back into like this shit. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But no, like I like the recommendations, I like when you guys interact with me. I like when, we build on this shit because I'm telling you, this shit is about y'all for real. When we talk to yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then, my my journey with my locks and everything, that shit's been crazy because I recently just decided to not do any more styles and just free form. I had two strands for a while and then I decided, you know what? I like the way that free form looks and feels. It fits my personality in regards to what my path is now too. So, you want me to talk about the people that work with too many spirits? Okay, I can do that. Okay, okay, I could do that. Uh, Absolutely. I'll go back through a lot of these things and then actually, no, never mind. Hold on. Let me put this in my notes then. I'll put all this shit in my notes to pay attention to exactly what it is that you guys want content about. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hell yeah. Feel that. Sir, what would you like to see? What kind of content would you like? Everybody in here. There was like 26 of you guys, and then now everybody dipped out. There's still 12 people here. What do you guys want to see? There's just two people in the comments. I mean, three people in the comments interacting. But I understand, people are at work and everything. But if there's stuff that you want to see, drop it in the comments. You know what I mean? If I'm willing to do it, then I'll do it. Yeah, I feel like people don't understand that when you form a bond. Okay, all right. Yeah, I could do that. We'll talk about some stuff. Yeah, we can talk about that stuff. It's your sideline hater. I'm fucking dead. That's funny. You Javon? Is that how you say your name? It don't matter that much. Okay. All right, got you on that. Let me tell you something, Wonder. I'm strictly left hand path. I don't fuck with angels. I don't fuck with celestials. I don't play both sides. I stick to one. Yeah, nah, never have. Like all throughout my path that I can recall, even when I started, even when I was just beginning in this shit, never worked with angels. Mm-mm. So when it comes down to um, it, what I've worked with, like what I was connecting with a lot, was celestials. And it's interesting because there's a lot of people who, ask me about my goetic videos and like the connections and how I did that shit. I literally did not call on angels. Period. I didn't throw them in circles. I didn't do any of that, which is fucking reckless. Like I'm talking about in regards to not throwing them in circles. You know what I mean? Like not actually having that protection when it comes down to those specific things. So that caused a lot of fucking that that made things a little more difficult than they should have been because I was being a dumbass about that. Um, but that's what ends up happening. There's ups and downs. But I had not called on angels for any fucking reason when it came down to it. Now, when I was essentially first learning, you know, uh, the banishing rituals and things like that, the the different types of chants and shit when it came down to it. I didn't understand at first what exactly that was. Then when I learned what it was, I cut that shit all out of my practice because I don't mess with any of that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Javon, you stick around here, you'll learn. There's a lot that you'll learn in regards to working with demons specifically. But I'm telling you, like, there's something that people gotta understand. This is uh this is what people need to understand. This is probably the realest advice that you'll get from someone who's like been on this path because it's been so fucking difficult, right? To transition from where and what I used to be, the life that I used to know, and my comfort zone. Everything changes, and it changes in a way that rewires your mind. It changes in a way that rewires your life, how you interact with people on a daily basis too. You start to, you start to see the things that people who are skeptical of the practice, people who are, more afraid of the practice too. You know what I mean? They, you see those things that start to manifest that you, you realize that there ain't no turning back. So when you start seeing those things happen and your personality starts to shift to be, more like what you're working with, your aura shifts to be more like what you're working with, your, you know, your overall energy starts to affect people who don't practice in more negative ways too. You know what I mean? It starts to it starts really fucking up the understanding of reality that people have. So those changes those changes are serious. That's what I mean. I'm learning a lot of that. I have been learning a lot of that in 2024 alone because literally when you stick to this shit and you stick to it the way that myself and like my friends and the people that I call family in regards to the practice, you you see those differences. You notice those differences and then you realize how dangerous this shit is when you actually are remaining on the path. And I'm not talking about dangerous in regards to yourself. I'm talking about dangerous in regards to other people. Literally in regards to other people that aren't aware of it, that that are not um that don't understand it. So you become more of a recluse. You become more like like the monks. You become more like the spirits that you work with, you know what I mean? It's I'm laughing because of the fact that when you experience it, it it will make complete sense. Here's the thing, the cow nose ring is the vibe that I've always wanted. It's what I always wanted. It's me. It makes me who I am. It's how I express myself. Life is pain. So I give the pain. I literally bring that shit. I bring it to myself. I embody that shit. I like it. It looks good on me. It don't look good on everybody else. There's other people who feel like they don't like it. I like it. I like septums. I think it looks great. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my sexuality, so it don't matter what anyone thinks about my piercings. Yeah, yeah, you do. You don't like piercings, tunes? Yeah. What's up, bro? What brought you here? Good looking Cal. You funny, bro. You funny, yo. No, CJ, don't even worry about it. It's cool. I'm not even tripping. What I'm saying is, there's a lot of speculation around septums and shit, especially in the black community. Because the way you talking, you, the way you talking, it's like how other black people react to me when it comes down to just my energy, when it comes down to seeing my piercings, when it comes down to how I carry myself. That's all I'm saying. It's literally just how the black community reacts. You funny as fuck, bro. You good, CJ? I ain't tripping. Bro. I've been called a cow when it comes down to this shit. I've been called a bull. I've had certain spirits call me a bull when it comes down to having a septum. Told me not to get it, but it's who I am. It's what I always wanted to do. I'm finna stretch that shit too. So like, it's when you have things that you want to do with your body, or when you want to modify your body, you do it. Who cares what anybody else thinks? My boy said, "Move." I'm fucking dead. You stupid, bro. I'm not gonna fuck. This man said, "Hell no, yo. I'm not gonna do that. Absolutely not." That shit was funny though. Yeah, nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. You good, CJ? Don't worry. It's all good. Nah, I'm not gonna move. Nah, bro. I don't do that. This man said, "Move like a cow." It's crazy, bro. Hey. What's up, Tunes? Where you from, bro? Oh, you good, CJ? I'm not tripping. It's all good. He not interrupting me. We just vibing. Everybody has different energies. Everybody's gonna be a different way. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't bother me. But also, like he, you know how black people are. We have banter and shit. You have playful banter, shit like that. In the black community, it's like that. So it be like that. My cousins do that shit. Everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm an occultist, but I'm actually really raised in I'm born and raised from Fresno, California. So, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand all that shit. I'm like that too. I'm like that with my family. I code switch. I understand. I get it. That's why I'm not mad, because I don't care. I grew up with that shit all my life. So he ain't interrupting me, CJ. Don't worry. It ain't. It ain't shit. Yeah, we chilling. Yeah, I'm like as fuck, bruh, for real. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't be trying to put it out there like that. You know what I mean? But like as I embrace the path more, especially with more of what I do, it's interesting how there's a lot of how a lot of the spirits will bring out those like real roots that are within yourself. So yeah, it's a part of who I am. There's pieces of myself that I'm actively um, learning to understand in regards to reactions and conflicts and you know things of that sort. So, man said Transformer. Yo, leave CJ alone though. CJ is cool as fuck though. You wildin' right now, yo. CJ cool though. He cool. These my day one. These my like my day one peoples right here. Tunes been around since forever. My boy said Optimus. You woke up and just said, "I'm gonna wild out today." That's what the fuck going on, bro. Wilding, man. That's facts, CJ. Exactly. Megatron. Facts. We the Decepticons. Yeah. If anything, we're gonna be the fucking Decepticons, bro. I'll be the villain. That's what I like. I'm rooting for the villains. But yeah, those two. Back to what we was talking about. Them two topics were definitely. I know that those two topics. A random technique. Life between lives. Um, what specifically do you mean, Zen? It's only about to get bigger. This shit only about to get bigger. I'll tell you right now for the stretch this motherfucker out. um, Corn, what do you mean? What techniques? What techniques? What you asking? What are you asking for? Life between lives. Can you explain that a little to me so I could like fathom what you're saying? So once we die, but before we come back, what are we up to? What do we do? Oh, what do we be doing? When I do a report card when we pass away? Yeah. Yo, you got a cow fetish, bro? Yeah. Move for us is crazy, bro. I'm over here geeking the fuck out on that, yo. Yo, you wildin', yo. Yo, I really can't believe what the fuck I'm seeing. You're curious of what the next phase is, although you suspect your path is not typical. Um, I take these off. These motherfuckers don't want to so that that all depends on what exactly. I'm gonna say this. That depends on how you die. It depends on where you die. It also is gonna be dependent upon what exactly it is that you had an affinity for, when you were alive, essentially. Like, let's say, you know, in regards to your true will, I suppose that is what you'll be more aligned to when you transition. Hey, I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. I'm not doing that. I ain't from that. I don't come from that. I'm not cut from that cloth, bro. So I mean, you could subscribe if you want to, but I'm not gonna move for no subscription. No, not gonna happen. You probably are serious, but I'm not gonna move. No, sir. And I just remembered, Zen, you were asking about what the new stuff was gonna be. Is that what you were asking about? Damn, the new content on the site, right? Yeah. So, I mean, essentially, there's no real point in this live. I just wanted to go live and connect with you guys. It's been a while, but so it's the changes. I'm just gonna change. I'm gonna change the website overall, like scrub clean and make a completely new website to where the services are updated. The new services that I have, the baneful practices that I now have, they'll be on the website pretty much. Yeah, and the title, I know, but I'll get into it. I'll get into it. Yeah, I'll get into it. And so, essentially, I was saying that I'm now going to be bringing vampiric practices um, and vampiric rights to the website now for people to purchase. So there's going to be two different ones. One in which it's just specifically a vampiric curse. It drains the life essence and every single thing from the target over time, which it hits. It fucking hits. Or the other alternative, which is essentially I'll curse and feed on the target, but I will strip the essence of their luck away from them and I will give it to you. That's all right. No worries. I don't have no problem repeating it. It's all good. Nah, you put a title. Yeah, I'm gonna do a clean scrub, clean slate because I want my website to look a certain way. I have the idea of how I want my website to look and how I want it to flow. So I'm gonna take some time to put that shit together, and then it'll be public again. Those rights, though, if anyone is wanting them, those are available. All you have to do is just send me an email. To be honest, for whatever kind of spells, you know, anything that people are wanting. The only thing that I do not do is love spells. I don't work with love spells. Well, it really depends on the type of empowerment that you're wanting. Yeah, I have those too. Absolutely. Yes, I have a multitude of different ones for different things. So yes, CJ, to answer your question, I do. Want to know something I just thought about right now? And I thought it was really interesting too because um, it's something that fascinated me for the longest time. Now a lot of it, like now that I've been on the path for quite some time, I have a better understanding of like, just how a lot of things work. Yeah, I can help you a little bit with that. I can help you a little bit with that. Point you in the right direction too afterward. I have means of being able to do that too. So yeah, I got you. Shoot me an email. But what I was getting at is in the occult community, right? You have uh you have a multitude of like mixed cultures and practitioners that come from different ethnicities and backgrounds, and it's very interesting when you get into the it's just really interesting when you get into understanding different parts of how specific cultures are used to interacting with each other and specific races are used to interacting with each other, and the joking and the things that they're accustomed to, right? How it can clash tremendously as a result, right? Like it can clash, and I've noticed that. I noticed it tremendously when I was on TikTok, right? You have other creators who don't come from anything that has to do with the hood. You have creators that have never interacted with black people. You have creators, you have black people that have never interacted with any white folks, right? You have white folks that have never interacted with any Mexicans, and black people that have never interacted with any Mexicans or any Asian people, or any people that come from just around the world essentially. There's so many different paths, practices, and backgrounds. And when they come together, that can cause a lot of, conflict. But I noticed that there's a lot of people who, when they're not in their ego, they handle it very well. When you're in your ego, you don't handle things like that well because of the fact that you're so caught up in what exactly offended you, right? And not paying attention to how I'll say essentially not really paying attention to how the energy is coming off. Does that make sense? Because if someone's not used to being around black people and they act a certain way around black people usually are going to get very upset. But if that person who offended them has not ever been around black people or interacted with black people, then you know what I mean? You can avoid conflict. You can avoid conflict by teaching people who are ignorant to your culture. And I'm not saying this in the sense of you know giving anybody a pass or anything, but I'm I'm pretty much saying people don't know how to interact with everybody. Everyone has to learn and adapt. Does that make sense? Everyone has to learn and adapt. There's always going to be some sort of adaptation. Anyway, I'm saying all of that to say this: just how people clash and there's conflict and there is, you know, misunderstanding and there's back and forth in regards to certain things that people say, certain topics, certain interactions. It's the same way with it's the same way with the spirits. This is the reason why so many of us are advocates for not mixing energies or not mixing the paths because there are going to be spirits who are so far removed from reality of actual humans. They're going to expect you to act a certain way. How are you going to be able to act a certain way? How are you going to be able to present yourself to them in the ways in which they feel you're paying them respects if you're not actually actively walking on the path that they're teaching you to walk on? You see what I mean? That is something that I've been learning tremendously. No, I haven't. I haven't. I haven't messed with any cryptocurrency in quite some time. But it's it's something that I noticed. It's fascinating because there's so many people who clash with each other right off jump. It's very common for white folks in the spiritual communities and the occult communities to clash with black people because they don't know how to interact with black people. I've had this happen in the past, right? Where there were other practitioners who were Mexican and we have similarities. We have things in common, right? We have an understanding, so there are things that we joke about with each other because we come from that same upbringing. We have an understanding of that, the bond in that trauma, the bond in uh, the struggle, right? In that regard, doesn't mean that someone else can come in because they hear what we're saying, right? And throw on top of that anything that we were playing with because they don't come from that. Does that make sense? There's a it there's levels to understanding these kinds of things, and it's very common for people to literally just be beefing and have problems over the simple fact that there's no real understanding of street and people who don't come from that because of the ego. Like, quite honestly, because I've seen grown men go back and forth over the most ridiculous shit, and one of them, off principle, would be literally in the right because of the fact that it's where he comes from. It's where he comes from. So you don't say things like that, or you don't come off like that, or you don't put things out in, you don't, you don't openly offend or talk shit to somebody like that. You know what I mean? Especially in a public place. There are various levels to this kind of stuff. And the spirits teach the harshest lessons in regards to those specific type of interactions. How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that if you work with this deity, 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 this energy, this energy, this energy, and only and there's one of them stands relationships, switching perspective, so not step on someone's toes in regards to your overinflated ego. You know what I mean? It's very this all sounds it all sounds so simple, but people make it so difficult. There are going to be there are going to be spirits that approach you that do not play that shit. Are you going to tell them no, right? Are you going to tell them, "Oh, no, I have a following that's this big. I don't have to conform to that." You know what I mean? I don't have to do this and this. You see what I mean? The when the ego gets inflated and it is not checked, especially by the person who is doing the offending, especially to the spirits, you will never get anywhere. You'll never get anywhere. On this path, sticking to strictly left hand practices, I have learned so many things about myself in regards to interactions just like that with spirits that are far removed from this reality energetically, mentally. Oftentimes, there will be a ton of them that are militant. If you don't come from a family that is militant, your ass is going to need to learn to present yourself that way with that specific spirit. No one likes to be corrected. No one likes to change or to put in the work. But that work, specifically that type of work, is the most important work that you can put in on this path. That is the most important fucking work that you can put in on this path because of the fact that it teaches you, it teaches you to remove yourself from the equation, no matter where you come from. When you stick to one thing, you become that one thing over time. You can't become that one thing by working with 70 other different things, especially if you have an affinity for that one thing that you are looking into. If it's something that comes natural to you and that is truly genuinely who you are and what your practice is, it will come and flow to you naturally as you continue on with practicing specifically that and learning from who exactly it is that is teaching you. It gets so twisted in the occult community because you have so many people who have UPG as a result of that specific shit right there. You don't strictly work with that energy, so you don't know all of the aspects of that energy. You wouldn't know because you're not putting the time in to actually understand that this energy is this way and it expects you to present yourself in this way. A lot of people don't talk about the fact that the spirits expect you to be a certain way. They expect you to present yourself a certain way. They expect you to dress yourself a certain way when you're getting to certain points in regards to having bonds and relationships with them. I saw somebody ask me a question also, about and this goes hand in hand with it. Somebody told me, somebody asked a question the other day about incense and candles. And like if the spirits think that if we think as humans incense and candles are the only thing that spirits want, like that's something that doesn't suffice them. That tells me when someone asks that question, they're not someone who actively practices. Because if you're asked for something like that, that is dedication. You are dedicating yourself to a practice when you're lighting this candle on this day at this specific time, doing this incense, giving it to the spirit at this specific time, on this specific day, bleeding for them on their seal at this time on this day, communing with them at this time on this day, wearing the colors that are associated with them at this time on this day. You see what I mean? This shit takes dedication, it takes devotion, it takes you actually putting in the fucking work, but it takes you removing yourself from the equation when it comes down to who you think you are. Because it's not about thinking who you are, it's about knowing who you are. And not everyone knows who they are. You won't know who you are until you actually approach those spirits. You won't know who you are until you're at that altar. You won't know who you are until you're firing off those rights. You won't know who you are until you're actually actively doing the work. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I wanted to be. But you know what I did know? How to listen to what those spirits were telling me to do. How to actively devote myself to the practice and just continue on with it. That's what I did know. Is how you doing, bro? Hope you've been good, dude. It's very, it's very important to understand those specific things. Very, very important. I've been on it, man. I've been on it, reflecting on the changes, that have come my way, and coming to understand how to embody the new things that the spirits are teaching me, how to embody these new practices in my life, how to how to be the vessel for my spirits, how to be the vessel for my ancestors, you know, how to really truly walk the left hand path. That's what I've been doing. And it's been fucking great. It's been great. I've been loving it. Sometimes you will get burnt out and it's all right to take breaks from it. Sometimes I do too. I know when I'm burnt out because I'll be taking breaks. Like I'll I'll, I'll hit a point where I just can't continue on no more. I know you did. You feel different. That aura, bro. Your aura changed a lot. That shit crazy. That death on you is crazy. You got dead energy, boy. I'm fucking with it. Yes, sir. That's good. 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 You doing good though. Same here. Same. I'm just chewing my seeds right now. I wanted a little snack. Valdete? Is that how you say it? Valdete Velija? What helped me when I burnt out? Man, um, switching my diet, meditating more, clearing my mind, meditating more on, what led up to that, but just actively planning instead of, you know, going so hard every day. Baths, taking care of yourself, nurturing the vessel, treating yourself, treating yourself, and giving love to yourself. That's what helps me. That's really what helps me for sure. Sounds good, CJ. Hope you have a good day at work, man. Everybody's so quiet. What happened? No one's saying anything. Huh. Let me tell you something, sir. I'm gonna tell you right now. My my music taste. What's up, Danny? My music taste is black as fuck. We'll put it that way. Like it's so interesting how even with me being away from where I'm from for so long has not changed who I am. The way I present myself, like I present myself a certain way, things of that sort. I used to be, very soft and all of that, and not necessarily soft, but like oh, what's up, Jim? How you doing, man? But when it comes down to it, it's very like inauthentic, you know? I was very it was a facade because of my ego. And I was hiding, who I was. This is who I am. My music taste is tremendously diverse. I listen to a lot of rock. I listen to drill music. I like drill music. I like the energy that comes from that, especially like New York drill music. I listen to Willow Smith. I listen to Jaden Smith. I listen to Party Next Door. I like to listen to Bryson Tiller. I like to listen to freaking Sleep Token. My music taste varies. It varies a lot, and it's become more diverse as I've started to let go of what I thought I knew, if that makes sense. Because when you stick to one genre of music, it's because you think that there's nothing else that's out there. You feel comfortable with specifically that selection of music that you're listening to. But you think there's nothing else out there. But then when you listen, it's like, wow, this is the same thing that I'm listening to, but just played in a completely different way. That's the beauty of music. Someone could be rapping some complete drill shit that you wouldn't even think that you fuck with. And then it's like, damn, I really do like this. And then you can literally go back and find a song, like a hardcore metal song that has the exact same vibe. You know what I mean? Or you can find a really good like R&B song that you really fuck with, but you say you don't like jazz. And then you remove yourself from what you think you know, and then you go listen to a jazz song that sounds exactly like what it is that you are listening to in your R&B. You know what I mean? Travel through music, play with the energies. I feel like it's a beautiful thing to be able to have access to as much of those energies that we do these days. Helps to balance things out. It helps to kill certain parts of yourself off when you need to, you know, things that get in the way. There's certain music that helps you to get rid of it. Southern rap, hip hop, that's what I'm saying. I give everything a chance, but if I don't fuck with it, I just don't fuck with it. That's just really what it is. I give everything a chance. There's certain stuff that I don't like, and that's okay. But I do give everything a chance in regards to music. But you ain't gonna catch me listening to nothing that pertains to um, things that specifically oppose my path. That's really, that's where I draw the line. And my music taste has changed tremendously. Like a good example of that, I'm a really big fan of Shorty Shorty. I love Shorty Shorty's music. I love his songs. But the reason why I like his music is because of the fact that he has one of those unique voices, right? It's one of those raspy type of voices that you don't hear all the time make it big in the industry. And he did, you know? When I first started listening to his music, like when he fucking, um, Betua, like literally his tone and his voice, that raspiness was fire to me. So I was bumping that shit all day, every day. But when I was bumping it all day, every day, people literally were not fucking with it. And now that he's famous, there's so many people who like it. I even have family members who didn't like him, but now they like his music. But that's because I was bumping it back in the day, you know? So they heard new songs that he had out. I'm like, yeah, I heard that song in the past. You know what I mean? That's how it is. But I like the unique musicians. I like the unique voices. I like the underdog. The underdogs are the ones that are the most fascinating in regards to music. But also sometimes I just don't want to think. Sometimes I just want to vibe out. Sometimes I just want to smoke a cigar, get really fucking throwed off that cigar, some premium shit, and just vibe out to some ignorant shit like Skrilla. I'm a big fan of Skrilla. Love Skrilla's music. I like the way that he, you know, presents himself as an artist, and he has a whole unique way of going about presenting that in his music, right? I fuck with that. That's another one who people are very like, I don't really fuck with that because he's more unorthodox in his approach and his voice. He's being himself. The playful type of raps where they're like, like I like that shit. They're having fun with it. That's what music is about. I listen to a lot of Bronx drill. I like fucking there's another oh yeah, I like Cash Cobain and his crew, like Von T the singer. I like him. See, I don't really like Chicago drill, and the reason why I don't like Chicago drill is because it's not hype enough. Like the beats aren't hype enough for me. The beats will be too slow. I like hype shit. So if I'm listening to drill, I want the whole experience of some hype ass shit. That's what I want. Because when I'm listening to drill, I just want to zone the fuck out. I know what I'm doing when I'm getting in that mode when I'm listening to that. Now, don't get me wrong. I did fuck with a lot of Chicago drill in the past. I don't really mess with it now because of the fact that the beats are so similar to New Jersey. Everybody wants to be like New Jersey style type, and I can't stand that. I don't listen to New York drill as much anymore because of New York the New York Bronx drill scene, Brooklyn drill scene, the Harlem drill scene. They're all going New Jersey with those weird ass beats that I don't like. If I'm not messing with the beat, I'm not fucking with the music. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a snob when it comes to the beat. Yeah, Chicago drill. Yeah, I listen to a lot of. I listen to a lot of Rico Reckless. I listen to a lot of. I didn't like King Von. I'm not gonna lie. I just didn't. That's just me. You know. I listen to. I used to listen to a lot of FBG Duck. I used to listen to Swag De Niro. I used to listen to. Never listen to Lil Durk. I was never a fan. I'm not even gonna lie and act like I heard of him before he was, famous. I never heard of him before. Like I never really listened to his stuff. Um, yeah, I listened to Chief Keef slightly, but I didn't like the way his beats were. I never really liked him. I only liked Finito, but that's what I'm saying. See what I mean? Like you have you have like a beat like Finito, right? Banging, that shit is ignorant as fuck. That's the shit that I be fucking with when it comes to down to like the Chicago shit. I like beats that's gonna get me up to dance or get me to do stupid shit. Like if I'm in the club or something, I'm gonna be dancing stupid or getting people hyped up. I like to rile people up when it comes down to those kind of beats. Like those kind of beats are fun. That's the kind of music that I like because I'm a dancer. I like shit like that because I like to dance. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Like I listen to people from New York like Lee Drilly. You know what I mean? Like it's harsh the shit that they talk about, that reality, all of that, but it gets me hyped. The shit hyped me up. I don't condone the shit that they say in the music, but I do like the vibe. The energy is there, the vibe is there. I feed off of that shit. Sir, you like Cash Cobain? Yo, 22 G's on Twirlana, right? Coach the Ghost, uh Siggy Black. I'm not even gonna lie, Danny. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh yeah, yeah. But I'll tell you one person out of New Jersey that I actually know personally that I like too, because he also has a really unique sound. Is there's a pretty much a producer and a rapper from New Jersey who's up and coming right now. His name is Robo Stars. That dude is a menace with beat making. There's another one too, and that would be Diablero Beats. He's fire too. Like fire as fuck. I'm talking like his beat making is insane. Oh, Duke Ellington? Yeah, I like that energy too. I haven't listened to jazz in a while. I don't usually listen to any like jazz where people are singing or anything. It's been a while, but I do love it though. It's so soothing. Like it's one of those things that is just so soothing to your energy. That's the shit that I like to play when I'm cleaning up. You do a little dance, start folding your blankets up, vacuum the floor, mopping. Nice. He said cow motherfucker. You vibing, huh, Tunes? You in the cut vibing, yo. You came back. Go ahead. It's fine. My boy said cow sex. You stupid, yo. We. I'm not gonna lie to you. Careful playing with me, bruh. Be careful playing with me. I'm not the one. Nice. You gonna find out. That's what I'm saying. When you really do this shit, you don't really gotta say nothing. I got you. Bet. 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 Yo, good. Be very, very fucking careful with that, Malik. Very careful because that shit is gonna need to be just be careful. You're gonna need to filter that. Be very cautious with that kind of shit. So, Tunes, I'm gonna I'm gonna let you in on something. You see how you reacting right now? I don't need to say anything else. I don't say I don't have to say anything else. You on my channel, you in my comments, and you still here. you you still here, bro. That's what I'm saying. This shit is not a game. You still here. Okay, good, good, good. You done it before? That's what's up. Good. I'm glad you know. So you're gonna be reckless with it. Those kind of energies are fucking amazing too. For real. Those kind of environments and energies are amazing. You know what's funny to me, yo? How you don't understand how this shit works. Like you're you came here to my channel. You in my comments. You spamming my comments right now. No, no, no. You don't even have to. No, Malik, you don't even got to say nothing. It's fine it's what's making me laugh right now. What makes me laugh the most is the lure. Bro got lured here, and he's actively about to he getting fried. You could see the energy change. He's literally continuously commenting. He's spazzing out in the comments. It's not affecting me. It's just making me laugh because most people, when they do that, they'll. Most people, when they do stuff like that, they will. Uh, they start losing their mind. This man is spazzing out in the chat right now. He been spazzing out since he came in, which is why I didn't say anything. That's why I didn't say nothing. He came in calling me a cow, so because of the nose ring and stuff, and it was funny. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I know how this shit works. I know how these energies work. I'm not new to this, but I'm also a black dude who has grown up with that shit. So I know how to. I know how to like. I know how to segue around that stuff. It's just really funny because this man is spazzing out in the comments, and he's still here. The fact that people will say all of what they say, talk shit, whatever, throw whatever out. He's still here in the comments, driving up the engagement on the video. You know what I'm saying? It's comedy. People are comedy to me. I don't even get mad. There's no reason to get mad. There's no reason to do back and forth or anything like that. Oh, Malik, I know. I already know. Yeah, I already know. That's what I'm saying. It's just it's really funny how things like that end up happening. He went ham. He went ham. He just literally started going ham. But the thing is, they think it's troll. They think that they feel empowered when it comes down to them trolling, but they don't understand the energies that are behind the scenes, which makes me laugh the most. It's like you don't gotta believe in any of this shit. The shit's still gonna hit. It's gonna hit how it need to. There's an order to everything. The spirits take care of people. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Malik, you know the fucking yo, that's what I'm saying, Danny. Like, yo, it's just wild. This is why you. That's why you let them come play. You let them play because they're eventually just gonna lose it. They lose it all. Oh man, it never fails. It never fails. Tis what it is. Tis what it is. It's very similar to, the Jesus freaks that jumped on here and then they're saying like their God is this, their God is that, whatever, whatever, you need to repent or whatever. But they they literally don't even realize that they're drawn here. No, like that is the funniest thing to me is like they don't realize that they're drawn here, and then they're actively interacting with they're actively interacting with the algorithm as a result of leaving that comment because there's engagement, so it's going to be seen. It's it's fascinating that people literally do not understand. What's up, Shay? No, they can't stop. There's plenty of them. It's funny to me. It's all too common. But the person left. Yeah, you did. It was really funny though because of the fact that like just the whole way that this person went about it, how they came in and they started saying like I could tell how they were gonna be from the jump. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah, I know the vibes. That's what I mean. It's just that. I know the vibes. This is why I didn't say anything or do anything. No. I'm haram. So am I. Shit. That's funny as shit. That is fucking crazy. Well, that's what I mean. This is what I was talking about earlier. People start to interact with you a certain way because of how your energy is, and because they're fried. That's what I'm saying. That was a good example. That's a prime example of what I mean. I could already tell that the mental health was not okay just by how they were typing, spamming. Most of them are like that, and then when they do things like that and you don't really give them a rise, they will continue to, you know, kind of get comfortable. He started getting comfortable. He started saying stuff. Da, 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 da. So then when he acted a certain way, that's when I was like, okay, here we go. Because I mean, at that point in time, I'm like, I'm a troll. Oh, you wanna do that? Let's do that. But he got mad as hell. I don't even see the reason. Like, I don't see the reason why he got so mad. Yeah, dude. Mental health is a motherfucker. Mental health is a motherfucker. People get fried, man. I have interactions like that in person often, so I don't really be around people, because that's exactly what the fuck ends up happening. They they can't handle it. People can't handle it. It brings that shit right out of them. Then you become the bad guy because they're losing their mind, spiraling out of control, and having a whole mental breakdown. You know, but you're just being yourself. Yep, is why I stick to myself. This is Rex. Yo, Malik, that's fire. All right, I'm gonna hop off this and go work on the website and stuff. There will be other things that are updated on there that I haven't mentioned on this video because I'm still contemplating what exactly I want to put on there, but they're gonna be very fun. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that is really fun on there. Um, and serious. I really appreciate everybody that tuned in. Hope you guys have a good day. Main Sovereign.